Hello everyone, welcome to premiermath. Today we are going to discuss some important math problems on partnership based on previous year questions. We will be solving these questions using speed matrix. So let's start our session. Our first question is A, B and C did certain investment and ratio of their time period is 3:2:7. Ratio of profits of A, B and C is 4:3:14. What is the ratio of investment of A, B and C? Here profit is equal to investment into time. Here time ratio is equal to 3:2:7 for A, B and C, and profit ratio is 4:3:14. Then investment ratio is equal to profit by time, that is 4/3:3/2:14/7 for A, B and C. Here 7 goes 2 times in 14. And now this is like 2/1. Here denominator is 3, 2 and 1 for A, B and C. So take 6 as LCM. So this will become 4/3 into 6 is equal to 4 into 2 8, and 3/2 into 6 is equal to 3 into 3 9, and 2 into 6 is 12. So 8:9:12. Option 3 is your answer. A and B start a business. A invests 33 and 1/3% of the total capital and B invests the remaining. If the total profit at the end of the year is 1,62,000, then B's share is. Here A invests 33 and 1/3% means 33 into 3 is 99. 99 plus 1 is 100. So 100/3% means 100/300. That is A invests 100 part out of this 300 part. So total investment is 300 part, and out of this 300 A invests 100 part. That means remaining 200 part invested by B. So B's share is equal to 2 part out of this 3 part, that is 200 part out of this 300 part into profit generated is equal to 1,62,000. Now 3 goes 5 times in 50, 3 goes 4 times in 12. 54 into 2 is 108. So 108,000 is the B's share. Option 1 is your answer. Two friends A and B started a business by investing 150,000 and 250,000 respectively. They agreed to distribute their earnings in the same ratio of their investment. After a year, profit earned was rupees 600,000. Each of them added 50,000 to their respective profit and invested in a different project. If this project gave a yield of 420,000, then A's share in the profit is. Here we don't have to care about the year because years for both A and B are same. Now we only have to care about the investment. In the first project, A and B invested 150,000 and 250,000. Now the ratio is 50 goes 3 times in 150, 5 times in 250. So 3:5 is the ratio of investment. Now here earnings divided in the same ratio of investment. That is here 3 plus 5, 8 part is equal to earnings 600,000. 8 part is equal to 600,000. Then 1 part is equal to 8 goes 7 times in 56. 5 times in 40. So 1 part is 75,000. Then 3 part is equal to 3 into 75. 75 into 3 is equal to 225. So 225,000. Then 5 part is equal to 75 into 5. 70 into 5 is equal to 350. 5 into 5, 25. So 350 plus 25, 375,000. Now in the second project. A and B added 50,000 to each of their profit. A earned profit 225,000. So he added 50,000 to it. So 225,000 plus 50,000. And B added 50,000 to 375,000. Now this will become 225 plus 50 is equal to 275. So 275,000. And here 375 plus 50 is equal to 425. So 425,000. Now if you take ratio, 25 goes 8 times in 200, 3 times in 75. So 8 plus 3, 11 times in 275. And 25 goes 4 into 4, 16 times in 400. And 16 plus 1, 17 times in 425. So 11 is to 17 is the ratio, which means here A's share is equal to 11 part. So 11 part out of total 11 plus 17, 28 into total earnings at the end of the second project is 420,000. For second project earnings is equal to 420,000. Now 7 goes 4 times in 28, 6 times in 42. So 60 times in 420. 4 goes 15 times in 60. So 11 into 15k is equal to 165. 11 into 15 is 165. So 165,000 rupees. Option 2 is your answer. P and Q start a shop with a capital of rupees 1,50,000 and 4,50,000 respectively. After a year, out of the profit of rupees 1,60,000, P gets his share of profit plus some money that is not part of the profit as his salary. If P gets total of rupees 70,000, what is the salary he received? Here P and Q, capital is in the ratio 1,50,000 is to 4,50,000, which means this is in the ratio 1:3. That is, P's share is 1 part out of total 4 parts. So P's share is equal to 1 part out of 4 part into total profit is equal to 1,60,000, which means P will get 40,000 share. But he got 70,000, which means salary is equal to 70,000 minus 40,000, that is total 30,000 is the salary of P. So option 2 is your answer. A, B and C. A invested 30% more than B. B invested 40% less than C, who invested 8,000. The average of total amount invested by all of them together is, consider C invested 100 rupees. But here it is given as 8,000. That is, this 100 part is equal to 8,000 means 1 part is equal to 100 into 80 is 8,000. 1 part is 80. Now B invested 40% less than C means 40 less than 100 is 60. Now A invested 30% more than B. 10% of 60 is 6. So 30% is 6 into 3, 18. So 60 plus 18 is 78. Now average means 78 plus 60, 138. 138 plus 100 is equal to 238. 238 by 3. There are 3 people. Now this is 238 part. So 1 part is 80 means 230 into 80. This is equal to 8 into 8, 64. 8 into 3, 24 plus 6, 30. 8 into 2, 16 plus 3, 19 divided by 3. Now 3 goes 6 times in 19. Remaining one 3 goes 3 times in 10. Here first 2 digit is 63. So option 1 is your answer. That is 6347 is the average amount. 6347 is the average amount. ABC invested capital in the ratio 3:4:8. At the end of the business term, they received profit in the ratio 2:3:5. What is the ratio of their invested time? We already know profit is equal to investment into time. Then here investment ratio is 3:4:8 and profit ratio is equal to 2:3:5. Then from this, time ratio is equal to profit by investment. Profit by investment means 2/3:3/4:5/8 is the time ratio. Now take the LCM of denominator. LCM of 3, 4, 8 is equal to 24. So 2/3 into 24 means 3 into 8 is 24. So 8 into 2, 16. Here 4 into 6 is 24. 6 into 3, 18. 8 into 3, 24. 5 into 3, 15. So 16 is to 18 is to 15. ABC started a business with initial investment of 20,000, 25,000 and 10,000 respectively. After 5 months from start, A invested 4,000 more. After 6 months from start, C invested 8,000 more. After 4 months from start, B withdrew 8,000. At the end of the year, they will receive a profit of rupees 6. In what ratio they will share the profit? So take the investment of A, B and C. Here A invested 20,000, B invested 25,000 and C invested 10,000. Now take the investment ratio here. After 5 months from start, A invested 4,000 more. So till 5 months, A invested 20,000. Then after 5 months means profit is calculated at the end of the year. So remaining 5 plus 7 is 12, 7 months. Remaining 7 months, he invested 4,000 more. So 20 plus 4, 24,000 he invested for remaining 7 months. Now, after 6 months from start, C invested 8,000 more. So till 6 months, C invested 10,000. So remaining 6 months, he invested 8,000 more. That is 10 plus 18, 10 plus 8, 18,000 he invested for remaining 6 months. And after 4 months from start, B withdrew 8,000. So till 4 months, he invested 25,000. Which means remaining 8 months, he withdrew 8,000 means 25 minus 8, 17,000. So remaining 8 months he invested 17,000. So this is the investment. Now take the ratio. Here if you get these three sums as 100, 125 and 175, you can cancel it with 25. So you will get 4:5:7 ratio. Same way from this you can cancel 4,000. That is 4,000 goes, 4k goes 5 times in 20. Here 6 times in 24. Here you have to cancel 4 from each term because there is plus sign between each term. So cancel 4 in each terms. Same way here 4 cancel, 4 goes 2 times in 8. Here 4 goes 15 times in 60. And here 9 into 2 is 18, 3 into 2 is 6. So 9 into 3, 27 times 4 goes in 6 into 18. Now sum is equal to 25 plus 42 is 67. 25 plus 34 is 59. And 27 plus 15 is equal to 20 plus 10, 30, 42. Now 67 is to 59 is to 42 is the ratio. Option 4 is your answer. P&Q started shop with a capital of 1,50,000 and 4,50,000 respectively. After a year, out of the profit of 2 lakh, P gets his share of profit plus some money as his salary. That is not part of the profit. If P gets total 90,000, what is the amount of salary that he received? Here profit is investment into time. And here time period is 1 year for both P and Q, which means profit is directly proportional to investment. Here take the investment ratio. 0 cancel, 15 goes 3 times in 45. So 1:3 is the investment ratio for P and Q. That is total 3 plus 1, 4 part is the profit generated and which is given as 2 lakh in the question. So 4 goes 50 times in 200. So 1 part is 50,000 means here 1 part is the profit for P. So profit for P is 1 part means 1 part is 50,000. And here P received total 90,000. P received total 90,000 means P received profit plus salary, which is 90,000. Now profit is 50,000 means salary is equal to 90,000 minus 50,000, which is 40,000. Option.
A man started off a business with certain capital amount. In the first year, he earned 60% profit and donated 50% of the total capital, including initial amount plus profit. He followed the same procedure with the remaining capital after the second and third year. If at the end of 3 years, he is left with rupees 15,360, what was the initial amount with which the man started his business? I'll take initial amount as 500 rupees. You can take it as 500 or 1000 rupees. But if you take it as 100 rupees, it will be difficult for you to calculate it for 3 years. So just take 500 or 1000. Now, he earned 60% profit in the first year. So 10% of 500 is 50. So 50 into 6 is equal to 300 is the 60% profit. Now he donated 50% of total capital. 50% he donated to charity. Now 50% of 800 is equal to 400 rupees. Now remaining is 400 rupees for the second year. Again he got 60% of 400. 10% is 40 means 60% is 6 into 40, 240 rupees. And he donated 50% of it. That is 50% of 640 he donated. That is 320 he donated. Remaining is 320 for the third year. 320 capital for the third year. He got 60% of 320 means here 60% means 10% is 32. 60% is 6 into 3, 6 into 30, 180, 6 into 2, 12. So 180 plus 12 is 192 rupees is the 60% of 320. Again he donated 50% of 320 plus 192. 300 plus 200 is 500. 500 plus 12. 512 rupees. 60% of 512 means 256 rupees. That is remaining is 256. That is 256 rupees he donated and remaining is 256 rupees at the end of third year. Now you can see here at the end of third year he left with 15,360, which means this 256 rupees in the question is given as 15,360 rupees. Now if I cancel it with 16, 16 goes 16 times in 256, 16 goes 10 times in 160. So 9 times in 153 means remaining is equal to 16 into 9 is equal to 144. So remaining is 96. So 16 into 6 is equal to 96. Remaining is 0. Now 16 goes 6 times in 96. Remaining 0. So 1 part is equal to. Here 1 rupees is equal to 60 rupees. Then here we need initial amount. Initial amount is 500 rupees. 500 rupees means 500 into 60. That is 6 into 5, 30. 30,000 rupees. 30,000 rupees. So option 2 is your answer.
A start business with 75,000 and B joins the business 5 months later with an investment of rupees 80,000. After 1 year, they earn a profit of 4,88,000. Find share of A and B. Here, A invested 75,000 for 12 months, for 1 year. And B joined 5 months later with an investment of 80,000 means B joined with 80,000 for the remaining 7 months. Now, if you take the ratio, K and K cancel. 5 goes 16 times in 80, 15 times in 75. 4 goes 3 times in 12, 4 times in 16. 15 into 3 is 45 and 7 into 4 is 28. So, share of A and B is in the ratio 45 is to 28. Now, say share of A is equal to 45 divided by total ratio parts is equal to 45 plus 28, which is 73, into total profit generated at the end of the year is equal to 4,88,000. Now 73 goes 5 times in 365. 70 into 5 is equal to 350. 3 into 5 is 615. So 350 plus 15 is equal to 365. Remaining is equal to 43. So again 73 goes 6 times in 438. So remaining you have 00. So 5600 into 45. 5 into 6 30. Remaining 3. 5 into 5 25 plus 24 is equal to 49. 49 plus 3 is equal to 52. Remaining 5. 4 into 5 20 plus 5 25. So 252 0 and you have 00 here. So 2,52,000 is the share of A. Option 1 is your answer. And share of B is equal to remaining 1,56,000. A sum of rupees 1250 has to distributed among A, B, C, D. Total share of B and D equal to 14 by 11 of total share of A and C. Share of D is half of share of A. Share of C is 1.2 of share of A. What are the shares of A, B, C and D? Here, share of D is half of A.
If you look at the option 250, 125 correct, 350, 125 eliminated, 250, 125 correct, 250, 175 eliminated. Now share of C is 1.0 share of A, but here share of C is fixed, which is 300. Now A, C, D are fixed, which means here sum of A, B, C, D is 1250. So share of B is equal to 1250 minus sum of A, C, D, which is 250 plus 300, 550, 550 plus 125 is 675. So 1250 minus 675 is equal to share of B. 1250 minus 600 is 650, 650 minus 75 is 575. If you look at option 1 is your answer. Share of B is 575 here. Now, if you don't have options like this, you need to find it using ratio method. That is, if you take ratio A, B, C, D, if I take A as 1, C should be 1.2 and D should be half of A, that is 0.5. And here, share of B and D is equal to 14 by 11 of total share of A and C, which means 14 by 11 of A and C means B plus D by A plus C is equal to 14 by 11. And 14 plus 11 is equal to total 25 parts. So 25 part here is given as 1250 in the question, which means 1 part is equal to 50. If 1 part is 15, then 14 part is equal to 14 into 15, which is 700. And 11 part is equal to 11 into 50, 550. Now here B plus D is equal to B plus 0.5 and A plus C is equal to 2.2. 2.2 and B plus 0.5. Now 2.2 part is 550 means 11 goes 0.2 times into 2.2 and 50 times in 550. 50 by 0.2 is equal to 250. So 1 part is 250 means here A is equal to 250 and D is equal to 125 and C is equal to 1.2 into 250, 300, which means here B is. A, B and C invested 40,000, 48,000, 80,000 respectively for a business at the start of a year. After 6 months, for the remaining time of the year, A added 4,000, B added 4,000, while C withdrew 4,000 every month. If the total profit is 6,72,000, then what is C's share? Here, 4,000 repeated many times. So, I'll take 4,000 as one part. Now, write these three investment in terms of 4,000. That is 40,000 divided by 4,000 is equal to 10 part. 48,000 divided by 4,000 is equal to 12 part. And 80,000 divided by 4,000 is equal to 20 part. Now, write ABC's share. Here, I'll calculate investment for a month. Usually investment is calculated for a year, but here A and B added 4,000 every month. So I'll calculate it for a month. Now A's share is 10 part for 1 year. A invested 10 part for 1 year. 1 year means 12 months. Plus after 6 months, A added 4,000 every month. So after 6 months, A added 4,000 every month means at 7th month, he added 4,000. And this 4,000 will last for 6 months. Because when he invest at 7th month, this will calculate for 7 to 12 months. So total 6 months. Now when he added 4,000 at 8th month, it will last for 5 months. And at 9th month, it will last for 4 months. At 10th month, it will last for 3 months. At 11th month, it will last for 2 months. At 12th month, it will last for 1 month. So total investment is equal to 1 to 6 is equal to 1 to 6 sum is equal to 6 into 7, 42. 42 by 2 is equal to 21. So 21 into 4,000 means 4,000 is 1 part. So 21 into 1 part is equal to 21 part. So after 6 months, A added 21 part to the investment. Total 21 part. Now, B's share is equal to B added 48,000, that is 12 part for 1 year, that is for 12 months, plus B added 4,000 every month, that is B added 21 part after 6 months. Now, C's share is equal to C added 20 part, that is 80,000 for 1 year. So 20 part for 1 year means 20 into 12 months. plus, it is not plus, it is minus actually, because C withdrew 4,000 every month after 6 months. So 20 into 12 minus 21 part. Now take the ratio. Here 10 into 12 is equal to 120, 120 plus 21 is equal to 141 part. Now this is 12 into 12, 144, 144 plus 21 is equal to 165 part. And this is 20 into 12 is 240, 240 minus 21 is equal to 219 part. Now we need to find what is C's share. C's share is equal to 219 part. So 219 part out of total part is equal to 141 plus 165 plus 290. 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15. 1 plus 6 is 7, 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 1 is equal to 12, remaining 1. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Total 525 part. Total 525 part. So 219 by 525 into profit is equal to 6,72,000. Now you can see here, if I take it as 250, then this will be around half, nearly half. So if I take half of this will be less than 3 lakh or nearly 3 lakh. So here less than 3 lakh and nearly 3 lakh is equal to only one option, that is fourth option. So 2,80,000 and 320 is your answer.
A, B and C start a business. A invests 33 and 1/3% of the total capital. B invests 25% of the remaining and C invests the rest. If the total profit at the end of the year is 1,86,000, then A's share of the profit is. Here, we have to find out what is A's share. And A invests 33 and 1/3% of the total capital means, here 33 and 1/3% means 1/3 is the fraction. So A's share is equal to 1/3 of total profit 1,86,000, which is equal to 3 goes 6 times in 80, 3 goes 2 times in 6. So 62,000. Option 1 is your answer. Actually, you don't need to calculate what is C's investment, what is B's investment. Just take the percentage. Here 3 into 33 is 99. 99 plus 1 is 100. So 100 by 3% means 100 by 300 of the total capital means 300 is the total capital. Out of this 300 part, 100 is A's share. So A's share is equal to 1/3 of total profit, 62.
A, B and C start a business. A invests 33 into 1/3% of the total capital. B invests 25% of the remaining and C the rest. If the total profit at the end of the year is rupees 2,19,000, then A's share is. Here we have to find out what is A's share. Here question says A invests 33 into 1/3%. That is 33 into 1/3% means 33 into 3 is 99, 91 plus 100. So 100 by 3% means 100 by 300 of the total capital, which means 300 is the total capital and 100 is A's share. That is, we have to find out what is A's share. 100 part is the A's share. Here 300 part is given as 2,19,000. 2,19,000. Then 1 part is equal to 0 and 0 cancel. 3 goes 7 times in 21, 3 goes 3 times in 9, remaining 0. 1 part is 730, then 100 part is equal to, 100 part is A's share, that is 100 into 730, which is 73000. So option 3 is your answer. Here always read what you have to find. Don't try to calculate what is C's share and what is B's share.
A, B and C started a business with the investment 1 lakh, 1,40,000, 2 lakh respectively. After 3 months, C left the business. 7 months after C left the business, B also left the business. B and C took their investment with them. At the end of the year, C received his share of profit as 1155. What is the total share of profit of A and B? Take the investment ratio of A, B and C. Here A invested 1 lakh, B invested 1,40,000 and C invested 2 lakh. Now after 3 months C left the business means C invested it for 3 months.
7 months after sale of the business means 7 months after 3 months is 10 months. So after 10 months, B also left the business. So B invested it for 10 months. Now A invested it for whole year, that is 12 months. Now take the ratio. This is ratio of profit. 1 lakh cancel, 2 goes 7 times in 14, 2 goes 6 times in 12. So ratio of profit is equal to 6 is to 7 is to 3. Now this 3 part is given as 1155 in the question. 3 goes 3 times in 11, 8 times in 25, 5 times in 15. So one part is 385. Then we have to find out what is total profit of A and B, which is 6 plus 7, 13 part. So 13 part is equal to 13 into 385. 385 into 10 is 3850 and 3 into 5 is 15. 3 into 8, 24 plus 1, 25. 3 into 3, 9 plus 2, 11. Now if you add, this will become 5005. So option 2 is your answer.
A person A started a business by investing rupees 65,000. After a few months, B joined him by investing rupees 50,000. 3 months after the joining of B, C joined the two with an investment of rupees 55,000. At the end of the year, A got 50% share. For how many months did A alone finance the business? Take the ratio of investment of A, B and C, which is equal to A 65,000, B 50,000 and C 55,000. Now take the ratio. 5 goes 13 times in 65, 5 goes 10 times in 50, 5 goes 11 times in 55. That is 13 is to 10 is to 11. Now A worked for 12 months, which means A's share is equal to 13 into 12, 156. This 156 is half of the total share. That is 50% share is A's share, which means if total share is equal to 2 part. Out of this 2 part, 1 part is his share. That is, here 50% is the total share. 50% means 50 by 100. That is 1 by 2. If 2 part is the total share, then 1 part is A's share. Then remaining 1 part is B plus C share. Now, here if C worked for n months, C invested for n months, then B invested for n plus 3 months, because after 3 months C joined these two people. That is, B invested 3 more months than C. Now B plus C share is equal to 10 into n plus 10 into 3, 30 plus 11 into n, 11n, which is equal to remaining 156 part. So here 11n plus 10n is 21n. 21n is equal to 156 minus 30, 126. So 21 goes 6 times in 126 means here n is equal to 6. Means C invested for 6 months, then B invested for 6 plus 3, 9 months. Which means A alone invested for 3 months. So option 2 is your answer.